guys, and welcome back to another Remembering Forgotten Memories video. So this one is kind of like three similar-ish stories all in one video that all have the same theme. The theme that getting shoved into pools fully clothed sucks. Yeah, especially when at the time I weighed about 80 pounds sopping wet, so like trying to get back out was like, how am I even supposed to do this? So, first one for some reason I thought was like in 96, but then I thought about it, and for reasons we will get to later, I still remember exactly what I was wearing when it happened. It would have had to have been 97, summer of 97. So, you know those like big rectangular inflatable kiddie pools that like have like the three rings of like inflated like roundedness on it that are each about a foot tall. So like by the time it's all inflated and full, like you got a decent sized kiddie pool there. Like it's like pretty decently deep, nice, spacious. They still make them. They still sell the exact one in question. I think ours was like aqua and white. Yeah, so they totally still make this thing. But we used to get one every year back in the days before we actually had like a real pool. We would set it up on our patio because it was like the only flat space that wasn't like sharp gravel or grass that had rocks in it and gophers that would like come up through the ground and bite a hole through the bottom of the pool. Yeah, we lived that before many times. It sucked because those pools are not cheap. So, anyway, we would set it up over there, and because it was like hard concrete under it, yeah, you can see where this is going. It sucked. Normally it wasn't a problem, but on this day, my cousin Brittany came over. Now, why I know this was in 97 was because I was showing off and wearing my then new Ringo Starr tour shirt. My first Beatle anything shirt that I owned was that Ringo shirt. So I basically wanted to live in this thing, all right? It was from like the first All-Star tour that I saw him on. It's the one where he's got like the glasses where one side has the British flag, the other has the US flag in it. Look it up. I'm sure you can find a picture of the design. But anyway, back in those days, you could not find Beatle merch of any kind in reasonably small sizes, either for children or even just for women. Pretty much, you were at the mercy of large to like extra large, anywhere in there. Pretty sure this particular shirt of mine ended up like as an extra large. So I was literally swimming in this thing. Okay, it fit on me like a tent. And for many years, all Beatle and solo Beatle shirts that I found fit me about equally. I still have them, and now that I'm overweight, funny thing that they aren't as spacious anymore. Anyway, so I probably needed like an extra small at that age, but I digress. So anyway, I was in that, and like long ass jeans, even though it was like 100 out, because I used to be that bitch who could totally and would totally wear like a freaking denim jacket in 100-degree weather and not break a sweat. I was that hoe, alright? Like, somewhere along the line, I lost my tolerance to heat. Also lost my tolerance to cold. I don't know. Maybe I have a thyroid disorder. I don't freaking know. But anyway, getting tested for one next week. But anyway, I digress. So, yeah, probably should have had shorts on, but I didn't. That's on me. I had not just long ass jeans on, they were bell bottoms because this was the 90s when they were like back in style the first time. Yeah, and remember it was like the bigger the better for the bells. Like basically, unless they were like 40-inch with bells, you weren't shit. Like those of you who are old enough to remember, if you know, you know. Like trust me, like it was a whole ass thing. Like us weirdos in middle school, like if the bells were big enough, we'd see if like we could fit like one of our friends under it. We were freaking weird, okay? Like anyway, so yeah, had a pair of those on with my ginormous oversized Ringo shirt, right? And I'm outside with her. It's probably about like 5, 6, because I mean like sun's going down a little, like it's still daytime, but it's like it's starting to go down some. And I'm just kind of chilling, sitting on the edge of the pool, which I had been warned over and over and over, don't sit on it. Mostly because my dad was worried I'd either pop it or that I would make it deflate. And it took so long to blow that damn thing up that he was like, I'm not doing that again. You do it, you're gonna fix it yourself. So, but me being me, I was like, no, it's like a bouncy seat. I like it. So I would sit there while nobody was looking. So I'm out there chilling. She's sitting on a bench. I'm sitting on that. And I'm kind of bouncing. She's like, you're gonna fall in. I was like, I am not. I sit on this thing all the time. She's like, yeah, no, you are definitely gonna fall in. I'm like, oh, how do you know? She gets up. Thanks. Thanks, Britt. But like, before anyone assumes that was like a dick move, no, like, trust and believe, I deserved that shit for all of the hell that I used to enact on her when we were like super little, when she was still taller than me, which only lasted maybe a few years before she outgrew me. But like, yeah, funny thing, when the kid who was bullied at school then bullied the smaller siblings and cousins, when each and every one of them suddenly got taller than me, they all dished it out back. And I learned very quickly, this is why we don't do that. Anyway, so yeah, it's not like this was uncalled for by any means. This was, back in the days when we still kind of back and forth with that shit. But we were also like this. So I mean, we were fine, and we're totally fine again now. But like don't be concerned at that. But it was just like, she shoved me in. She shoved me in the pool. And I'm just like, I'll just climb out like, haha, very funny. Until I go to get up. And these big oversized clothes, they feel suddenly like they're about 200 pounds. And I'm like, I literally can't get up. And she's like, stop dicking around. I was like, no, like literally, I freaking can't get up out of here. Like, could you at least give me a hand trying to yank me out? And even with her yanking on me, it's like, what have we done here today? I literally can't get out of here. And even though being in 7th grade, I probably should have been wearing bras by that age, definitely wasn't. So I wasn't cool with, well, just take the shirt off and climb out. Which, humiliatingly, is exactly what I ended up having to do by the end of it. But like, we struggled for probably like a good 15 minutes before my mom like heard all the splashing, was like, what the hell is going on? And I was like, I fell in the pool fully clothed and now I can't get out. Help. She's like, just get up. I'm like, I can't. It's too heavy. She tried yanking on me. Yeah, again, funny thing. Wet clothes weigh a lot. They may have weighed more than I did at that point in time. So it's like, I don't know what to do. She's like, well, there's only one thing you can do. And I'm like, oh no, what? You're gonna have to take them off. I was like, no, don't make me do that. Of course, my cousin's like, at this point, I'm like, shut up. Just shut up. So I reluctantly had to like take the jeans and the shirt off. And I'm just standing there in my underwear, like ready to freaking die of embarrassment, while my mom ran in the house and got me at least a towel to wrap around myself to go back in the house with and get a change of clothes. But like, thank God this was at a point in time when we had no neighbors. It was all just open, undeveloped land around us. So at least like the only ones seeing this were my mom and my cousins. I mean, could have been way more humiliating had this been like 5 years later, but yeah, that shit sucked and instilled a fear of being pushed into pools fully clothed. You would think that I'd learned my damn lesson. No. Because a couple years later, I was probably in like 9th or 10th grade. Well, I should say what would have been 10th grade had I actually been promoted a grade when I was supposed to. But remember, I'm the bitch that like spent 7 years in high school, so I mean, before I pieced out on that shit. But anyway, I was like, yeah, I'm clearly never graduating, so oops. Anyway, so I'm dicking around the hot tub at my grandpa's house because honestly, we all did that. Like, it probably should be its own video of like the stupid shit that we did with the hot tub. But like, I don't even remember what I was doing that day, but I remember I was kind of like walking around the perimeter of it like a fucking dumbass. The cover was not on it or anything, so at least I didn't fall through the cover and rip it. My brother did that one once. He almost drowned, so I mean, he was like little though, but I mean, yeah, no, it was like open. it wasn't on or anything. It was just open. I think I was just bored, kind of just mindlessly like la 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 la. Just gonna walk around the perimeter of this cause I like danger. I don't know, but like, and my stupid ass self like, I kept getting warm out there, so I kept like leaning down, scooped up some water, splashing on myself. La 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 la. Cool back down. Yeah, funny thing. You do that? That water is also going somewhere, isn't it? Think real hard. All around the perimeter edge of the hot tub, of which I was already walking on, which was already slippery to start with because it's so smooth, but now it's wet on top of that. Yeah. Yep. Yep. The one little ledge of it that had like a slight incline on it so you could like slide into it from right there. It's not like a full slide. It was only like about like this long. The angle was on, but it was so you could like kind of just slide in from that edge if you wanted to instead of going on the steps at the other end. Because it was like one of those big kidney shaped hot tubs. Yeah, my foot hit that like a dumbass. And I again could not get back out of the water on my own. But at least nobody witnessed this one, so at least when I had to embarrassingly sprint down to my underwear again to get out of the frigging water, which was, oh yeah, since it wasn't on, was ice cold. Ha ha, great. Yeah, I had to take them all off, kind of fling them on the deck, dry in the sun. Then, like, I think I went in, like, the downstairs bathroom since there was, like, towels in there for the hot tub and just, like, kind of wrapped up in that and waited until I felt like the coast was clear to make a mad dash upstairs, both floors upstairs, to get to where the spare changes of clothing were because my grandparents were great. They always had spare changes of clothing for all the grandkids and all the sizes that the grandkids currently wore. Not just with like clothes, but also like night clothes too. So in case we decided to like spend the night for whatever reason, you got pajamas here. So worked out great. So all I had to do was just wait till nobody was looking and then do a change of clothes. Although, because they had clearly seen me earlier in the day, they're like, "Oh, you changed," and I was like, "Yeah, I got warm. Why are you all wet?" Took a dip in the hot tub. Isn't it not on? And yeah, it was hot outside. Yeah, it was within 5 minutes. My grandpa went out there and found like my sopping wet clothes on the deck. I was like, "Yeah, fell in, didn't you?" Shut up. Shut up. Yes, but it's like walking on the edge of it again. You saw the whole thing happen, didn't you? No, it's just I can tell. Fine. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So yeah, that's why I keep telling you don't do that. But I am me, so you can tell me not to do something like 20 million times and I will continue doing it like a dumbass because clearly I don't learn. But anyway, so there was that time. But then the big daddy of them all, of times of this happening, was a couple years after that. So I was probably maybe 16. I want to say 16. 17 at most, but I want to say this was 16. We were on one of those staycations that our family would take. Like, my grandpa would, like, each summer do a staycation at, like, a hotel, like, a few cities away that had, like, a pool and a sauna and, like, an exercise room. And just, like, get rooms for he and my grandma, one for my aunt and uncle's family, one for our family, sometimes the great grandparents too. And we would just spend like Friday till Sunday or Monday morning out there, just change the scenery, nice amenities, get bonding time with the family all one on one, kind of nonstop for a few days, as you do. It was nice. I mean, it wasn't like a location vacation or anything. It was just, it is what it is. But for us, that was our norm. So on one of these, and we would always like overpack like crazy for these, but it was always like those nice hotel suites that like had like the full kitchen and everything, and like the living room area, the bedroom, like he I didn't appreciate it as much at the time as I do in hindsight of how expensive that had to be every year for him to do for all of us, and he footed the bill for everybody. So, yeah, that, again, things you realize as an adult and appreciate way more than you did as a kid. But anyway, so because my grandpa was a bartender and he would always bring like usually a blender, bring some booze so he could make like mixed drinks for the adults and stuff. But like my aunt was making Ramus Fizzes or something, and I, being the smartass I was like, "Can I have one?" Figuring she'd tell me to go fuck off or something, even though I had already been drinking for years at that age. But beside the point, I mean, I had the kind of parents who were like, "If you're gonna do it, just do it around us, so we know you're not getting into trouble." So as you do, and honestly, for as much as some of you may go, that's terrible parenting, honestly, I mostly lost interest in drinking by the time I hit 21. So honestly, I mean, there's something to be said for it, but not condoning it. I'm just saying, that seemed to be a pretty solid approach because, yeah, even if all my siblings, like, we all kind of hit 21, we're like, we don't really give a shit about this anymore. Like, I still like a nice glass of wine here and there, but I can pretty much take it or leave it. But anyway, so I asked that as a smartass, not even expecting her to say yes. I figure if I really want one, I'll just like go to my mom or my grandpa because I know they'll say yes and they'll let me have a little one. But my aunt decides, yeah, you want one? Yeah, you want one real bad? I'll make you one. Yeah, I had no idea that this was gonna backfire in quite the way it did. She like quadruple dosed how much alcohol she put in mine because she thought she was somehow teaching me a lesson or something. It didn't, but like it was just like all you did was make me go like pass out for a while. But yeah, I drank that thing and something was like, I am really fucked up right now. And I kind of just like laid down where I was at that moment when it hit. And that happened to be next to the pool. I thought I'm just gonna like dangle my hand in the water, I'll be fine. Like I didn't feel like I was gonna throw up or anything. It wasn't like that kind of like overdoing it. It was just like I need to just like lay down and sleep this off, kind of overdone it. So I'm just like chilling again, fully clothed. It is again a 100-degree day out, and I again am that person who absolutely had a denim jacket on that day and was just like making everyone crazy looking at me like, so let me get this straight. I have a denim jacket on. You have jeans on. You have boots on. You have a hat on. But clearly you are hot because you want your hand in the water. Make up your mind. You don't have to be hot, you know. You can put on shorts. Like, no, I can't. Reasons. But because, everybody's insecure at 16. So anyway, I was like not willing for like any amount of money on earth to wear like skirts, shorts, anything that showed my legs at that age. I was just like, nope, not happening, not happening. So I would just overdress like this. And on this day, I thought, okay, well, I'm really messed up, so I'm just gonna like lay right here. And actually, there really, for as hot of a day as it was, and even with it being a weekend, there really wasn't that many people even at the pool. So I really had no shame. I'm just gonna chill right here. I'm just gonna chill and relax, feel the water on my hand, maybe take a little nap right here, get a little suntan possibly on my face. If I did, it would have only been like one side of my face because the other side's on the frigging pavement, but okay, whatever. So I'm like almost zonked out. And all of a sudden, along comes my brother and my cousin Jake. And they sneak up behind me, and all of a sudden, thump! God damn it. It's like, in hindsight, that was a really dumb move, because if I had, like, actually been passed out, you could have drowned me doing that. You guys would have gone to jail, but anyway. But I wasn't actually passed out, I was just kind of, like, zoned out more than anything, just, like, waiting for, like, the effects to, like, at least let up, not necessarily wear off, but just like let up enough to feel functional. But like, yeah, funny thing, hitting the cold water like that wakes you right the hell up. So I'm again scrambling because now I am not only stuck in the water, fully clothed, more so than any of the other times I have fallen in the water fully clothed. There is strangers around. I can't even do my usual thing to get out of this. What do I do now? So I think I at least had the foresight to get in the shallow end, go sit on the steps. Like, I was at least able to, like, move through the water. I just couldn't get out of the water, but I could sit on the steps, managed to get my boots off, and set them on the side of the thing. Took the hat off, which was ruined after that because it was suede. Thanks a lot, guys. Never found another one quite like it. But the rest of it, I was kind of just stuck. I think I managed to wiggle out of the jacket anyway. But the rest of it, I was like, maybe if I like grip onto the handrail really hard and try to pull myself up. No, it did not work. Did not work. So I pretty much had to again wait for no one to be looking. Even though at this particular hotel, the way that all of the suites are laid out, it's like little houses around the pool area. So anyone looking out their window, no doubt, got an eyeful that day. But at least this time, I got like my other cousin to go get my mom. I was like, get her to bring a towel. I need one. And like, just hold it around me so I can get out of here without people looking at me. So at least I was able to do that. But yeah, because of those 3 incidents, I am so freaking weird around pools now that it's like, if I am not in a bathing suit, I will not come within about 5 feet of the water just to be absolutely freaking sure that this does not happen again. I'm like, I've lived it too many times now. We are not playing this game. It is not happening. No, never again. Screw that. It was terrible. It was terrible all 3 times. Never again. But yeah, have any of you ever been pushed into the water fully clothed, and did you have the similar situation that I did of not being able to get yourself out of the water because it weighed too much? I realize I am a little weakling, and other people probably could have managed to get out of the water clothed, but I have literally 0 upper body strength. You don't even understand just how 0, like probably -0, but like, yeah, I feel like I can't be the only person who's ever lived this, but probably most people have only like lived it once and then never done that again because they learned their lesson. But this is me we're talking about, the person who clearly doesn't learn. So anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, until next time, see ya.